Hi and welcome to Whisky Shared. You're watching day 18 of my mystery whisky advent calendar. I'm Toby and you're watching Whisky Shared. Welcome to day 18 of my mystery whisky advent calendar. If you've seen this before and you know it works, then you can just skip straight forward to the tasting. Otherwise, the way this works is I have over 150 samples in my sample collection and my wife has picked 24 at random. She'll put one a day into a blue Glencairn glass and I'll nose it, I'll taste it, I'll tell you if I like it, and I'll have a stab at what I think it is. Should we find out what I'm drinking? On to the whiskey. If you'd like to play along with me and find out what's in my glass when I do, then just keep watching. Otherwise, take a look in the description now for a sneak peek. Let's start with the nose. Okay, so this seems like it's got some smoke. I think it's a little bit earthy. Maybe a hint of rubber. There's some like icing sugar in there. Doesn't seem overly high ABV on the nose. Not getting much more though. Let's move on to the palate. Okay, so this is incredibly hot. It definitely didn't come across like that on the nose, and it immediately reminds me of one of my previous samples, and that's a Bruichladdich. It's incredibly hot, very punchy, lots of smoke, very wafty, ashy, hint of rubber in there, and it definitely reminds me of the MP8 series Bruichladdich that I had before in a previous sample. But yeah, this is punchy, very punchy. Let's have another sip. Okay, I took a much smaller sip that time because I didn't want it to overwhelm my palate, and maybe that was the mistake the first time. I normally take a fairly big sip to start with to get a good sort of hold of the dram, but it was definitely too punchy. This sip, a lot softer, managed to stop it from overwhelming my palate. There's some wood smoke in there. There's definitely like vanilla, icing sugar, like white sugar. It's not overly sweet, but yeah, I would say for me there's not much going on though. There is that wafty smoke, which is nice, and a little bit of vanilla sweetness, but not much at all. Let's have one final sip. Yeah, I'm definitely getting some chili pepper. There is a little bit of fruitiness now in the background. Reminds me of like orchard fruits like apples and pears. But it's incredibly hot on the palate, very spicy. This is obviously a cask strength dram that really needs to be watered down to get it to the right sweet spot for my palate. But I'm instantly reminded of a Bruichladdich that I tasted before. It's very hot. I do know that I've got other Bruichladichs from that series in my selection, and it's so similar that I'm instantly drawn towards that. And yeah, I can't even think of what else it could be anyway. So I think I'm going to put all my eggs in one basket and go with Bruichladdich. Should we find out if I'm right? Right, so it's Bruichladdich PC3403 from the MP8 series. It's 61.4% ABV and it was sent to me by Ian Robinson. So thanks, Ian. Yeah, I think the previous Bruichladdich I had was so memorable and so punchy that this instantly reminded me of that. And yeah, I'm obviously spot on with this. I'm certain I've probably got some other cask strength peated whiskies in there somewhere because I've got so many, but it was just so similar. It really did strike a chord with that. So yeah, I'm glad I got it right, and I'm glad yeah, I'm glad it stayed in the memory banks from last time. So yeah, I don't know, it's good to get it right. I think the fact that there's so many in there that I don't even know what most of them are, but I did know I've got multiple versions of this. Obviously it's a completely different cask. I don't even know which one this is. I'll put it on screen now if I can find out what type of cask this came in. But I'm definitely not getting any cask influence from this. That peat and smoke and heat just overwhelms the palate, and that's all I could get really. So if you've tried this, let me know in the comments what you thought of it, and yeah, if you haven't, hopefully you found this interesting and you'll come back again tomorrow for day 19. Stauncher.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.